Hi everybody, this is Pramita here, and this is today is Wednesday. Tuesday was my day off from work, and so I worked on a lot of masterboards, but I have also scanned them, and I'll show them later on. Right now, this is just when I enjoy my morning coffee, and I like to have it in a with milk and sugar, because this is what is going to get me going from now on till I finish the day. Probably I will have another cup, but that's without milk. I don't know if any Aussies are watching here. I usually don't use sugar also, so I think they call it long black. My son told me. I don't know if any of the Aussie ladies are watching this. Comment if I'm right or wrong. So probably I'm going to have a long black, and then I will finish my day. But usually I do not drink coffee after 4 p.m. because that keeps me awake too much. And also yesterday my husband bought a lot of fruits. This is a mango season in India right now, and I don't know how readily mango is available. Just let me show you how readily mango is available. So here I have washed the mangoes and the bananas. So these are some local varieties that we get, and this is also, this looks green, but the variety of this mango, the skin remains greenish. It never turns yellow too much, but it is turning yellow, and that is because I have kept it beside a banana. Whenever you keep some fruit beside a banana, it's going to ripen faster. So that's one of the things. And also yesterday I did a lot of butterfly fussy cutting. I will show you that in a while. Just a second. So here, let me show you. This is my small tub of fussy cut butterflies. I already have a tub assigned for butterflies, but you can see these are mostly from My Porch Prints, and some are from Artemis. I don't exactly remember what is what, but mostly it is from My Porch Prints. I do not have much. These are from Artemis, the small blue ones. These are beautiful ones. These are from Artemis, and these bigger ones are from My Porch Prints. Also yesterday I made, this is also from Artemis. Yesterday I also made some, so this is how I keep the fussy cuts, organized. What I do is, when I print them off, I cut them into manageable sizes. They don't need to be perfect, but I just put them into Ziploc bags, and then they're ready to go. So whenever I'm sitting somewhere, like watching TV, just like now, I'll show you. So I'm watching Netflix and enjoying my cup of coffee. So whenever I'm doing something like this, I just carry the bag and my fussy cut scissors. This is how my messy table looks, and this is just a box of fussy cut butterflies, because I'm going to be using them in the masterboards, collage projects, physical projects that I'm going to be doing. And also yesterday what I did was, I have these awful looking 12 by 12 sheets of paper. Sometimes when you buy paper packs, you do get some that are not so pretty. So what I did was, I created 2 of these. So physical masterboards, I mean. So I have scanned this, and I have also scanned this, and probably I'll make a few more and then come up with a huge paper pack of masterboards, like 20 sheets or 15 sheets like this. So that is in the pipeline. So let's see how much time I can get, but they have turned out pretty good. And in this way, I could get to use up those awful looking pattern papers that I was saddled with. So let me give you a brief few. You will get not this one, but this one, bits and pieces of this. You will see this in my wallpaper masterboard, because I have layered things on this basically. And this one, I have scanned it, but I have not done anything to it. Probably I will, I'm not sure, but yeah, I have some leftover papers from these scraps that I've used, so maybe I'm going to make a few over the weekend, and then I'm going to scan them, and I'm going to make another masterboard using those scanned pieces. Who knows what will happen? So that is in the pipeline. But what happens is I work on Sunday mornings also, Saturday mornings also, not on Sundays. And my husband is supposed to go on a work trip. He has some urgent office trip coming up. So he has to leave the city for 2 to 3 days probably. So I'm not sure. Maybe I will get a little bit more extra time then. And if you're wondering why these bananas look so dull, and because they are organic. I try to stick to organic foods, because less of chemicals into our body, so that is why I try and use as much organic foods possible. Not always, it's not possible always, that's true, but as much as possible. So that is why these are totally from a local farm, so that is why they look so so black, but they are perfectly fine and ripe. So maybe I'm going to have them somewhere around lunchtime. So this is around, let me tell you, it's around 10:15 a.m., 10:30 a.m., not 10:15, 10:30 a.m. So I'm watching a program on Netflix, which I have watched before, but I really love this series, because these films, the series is called The Movies That Made Us, and the first part is about Dirty Dancing. Let me show you. So that is the first part, and I totally enjoyed watching Dirty Dancing when I was in school, I think in high school, when I went out with my friends to watch Dirty Dancing, and my parents didn't know that actually. And then when I came back, my father asked me, what movies did you go to? What was the movie that you went to? And I couldn't tell him that it was Dirty Dancing, because then he would think, what kind of movie is that which has that kind of name? So I told him, yeah, it was some kind of movie, with some stars. It was about dancing. So I didn't totally lie, but I couldn't tell him outright. So, but yeah, we used to go out sometimes with friends, and they would bring their other friends, and it used to be like this huge group that would sometimes it would become like my friend would bring 4 of her friends and other friends, her local friends or school friends or something, and then those friends might bring somebody else. You know how it does. So high school and college, college was also like that. College was also like that, but in in high school it was more like that, and my parents were quite open about the fact, like they allowed me to travel anywhere alone. They never put any restrictions. My father thought that, this would make you independent. You will have an independent mind. That's what's necessary. That was my father's idea, and I wholeheartedly appreciate that. And I think it kind of groomed my character a little bit. He was such a nice man and was so well read, and we both loved movies, watching movies. He used to take me to those the film festivals we used to have then, and he used to take me there because he had friends who would give him special tickets or passes, and those foreign movies that we watched, foreign language movies, French movies, Russian movies, lovely American movies also. And he took me to watch Ben-Hur, For Whom the Bell Tolls, and these were the classics that I saw with my father. He took me there and he introduced me to all these kind of movies. And it's probably because of him that I'm so well read, and also because of him that I got I got very proficient in English very quickly, because he used to talk. English is not my mother tongue. This is not actually the first language that we have in our country, but he put me in schools where English was the first language, and he always used to converse with me in English. And my mom used to get upset, what are you doing? This is not her mother tongue. But my father always wanted me to speak in English so that my speaking skills develop more. And since I had a lot of friends who were from different communities with different mother tongues, we always conversed in English, and I got very, proficient in the language very early on. So that was all due to my father. So that's one of the reasons why I like to read in English. I love the language, and yeah, so that's it. So I'll again give you an update for the next day. So keep watching. Hi everybody, this is Pramita here, and as you can see, this is the perimeter of our, the complex that we live in. And there are buildings, as you can see, but our balcony is pretty well guarded, and it has lots and lots of plants. And this is the back portion. This is pretty, deserted at the back, and it has a lot of privacy. And look at the clouds. It's just about to rain. And I wanted to capture the clouds basically, but it was well hidden among the trees. So that's it. And now it is looking very dark. See how the lightning is happening, and it is only about 2 p.m. in the afternoon, but it's looking so dark. And it started to rain soon after this, and I couldn't film anymore in the rain, but obviously I wanted to capture the lightning. And yeah, so that's it. So this is how our community is looking after the rain. It was full of water, filled with water, and all the birds, you'll see little birds, they were flitting by, just having drenching themselves into these puddles of water. There's a papaya tree, there's a guava tree. Look at those birds. And the sky is still overcast, and it's going to rain again. So there is a papaya tree, and there's this guava tree. The guava tree was pretty big, but then something happened to it, so our gardener had to trim it, and now it's growing again, thankfully. So look at the ripples of water. It had been raining incessantly, and all the area that around our building are submerged in water, literally. It had been raining very hard. So it's still raining, as you can see. And this is actually the rainy season, but it's difficult to go out in this time.